We live. But y'all no good out there, man. Talk to your boy. We out here in Detroit. We out here in Detroit, man. I haven't seen anything yet. I haven't seen anything that was up for debate out here. I ain't seen none of that. We done been in the strip club, the mall, but it's been raining crazy, so you know. Frequency ain't tuned in too good out here in this hotel. But we out here in Detroit, making noise. A good weekend for my boy named Free. His wife proposed to him. He did a paid in full theme, so you know I had to come through and host for my boy. He did it out here big with the bike life movement. Respect the throttle, my brother G-Head and the team, my cousin Jim. Man, it's real heavy, man. I like Detroit, man. I told you, I got a lot of good people out here. I met a lot of new official OGs from out here that come outside, not looking like they stand in a basement, living in a basement, smoking on somebody heroin or sniffing heroin or whatever you all call it, shooting heroin and all that. They ain't looking like they doing none of that. I'm with some official Detroit dudes about that business. We had a good time, man, for my bro Free birthday, man. That's a fact. A lot of good things happen. So, you know, while I'm sitting down in the hotel, sitting around, waiting for the team to come outside, I thought I'd chime in with some things that have been going on with this Puff situation, because a lot of stuff that is happening is kind of crazy. You know, in our culture, a lot of things is taken out of context. A lot of things is taken out of context. Arthur Brett's. But you know, Diddy moms went up there and said her son is not a monster. And you know, as you know, a mother should hold her son down, you know. And it's sad that Dad even had to go that route, because it's real crazy about the whole situation, you know, the sexual assault stuff and all that. And you know, his mom wrote a whole big statement for the Shade Room about her son. And I'm gonna get into some other stuff. I'm gonna read off what his mother said. If for my audience that didn't, you know, hear what she said. Race. I'm having a little, I don't know what's going on down here in this hotel, man. Frequency been acting up. But yeah, I want to read off some of the stuff that Puff Mom said, so we can go ahead and get into this, man. She put, "I come to you today as a mother that is devastated and profoundly saddened by the allegations made. Allegations made against my son Sean Combs. It is heartbreaking to see my son judged not for the truth, but for a narrative created out of lies. To bear witness what seems to be like a public lynching of my son before he has had the opportunity to prove his innocence is a pain too unbearable to put into words. Like every human being, my son deserves to have his day in court, which is true, to finally share his side and to prove his innocence. I am not here to portray my son as perfect, but because he is not. He has made mistakes in the past, as we all have. My son may have been in, I guess, may have not been entirely truthful about certain things, such as denying he has ever gotten violent with his ex-girlfriend when the hotel surveillance showed otherwise. And see, I wanted to chime in on that. That's the case. That's the real thing right there. I think Puff should have just straight up, before that stuff even came out, when he gave Cassie that lawsuit money, which I think he should have just kept it going, like everybody else said, kept it going and don't pay nothing if he didn't want to get these charges against him. And I think he should have just still kept it 1,000 after he did pay the money and say, yeah, I did wrong. I got into it with my girl. I put my hands on her before and I shouldn't have. I need help. I'm going to go to counseling, this and that, after he paid the money. He should have went on and admitted to it before those things surfaced. That means he would have got in front of this problem and he would have admitted to it. And, nobody would look at him as, now we can't believe you. Now nobody's going to believe him, and, according to what his mother's saying, having them problems again. But, he could have got ahead of those things, man, before, these allegations, before that thing came out, before the videotape came out. And then people would respect it. Well, at least he told the truth about it before it came out. So maybe telling the truth about other things. But now people looking at it as, we don't know. He might be lying, but they still waiting for the outcome. Certain people is just still waiting for the outcome. So, But then she go on to say, sometimes the truth and a lie become so closely intertwined that it becomes terrifying to admit one part of the story, especially when that truth is outside the norm or it is too complicated to be believed. This is why I believe my son's civil legal team opted to settle the ex-girlfriend's lawsuit instead of contesting it until the end, resulting in a ricochet effect as the federal government used this decision against my son by interpreting it as an admission of guilt. And I guess they created, now those charges because it's like an admission of guilt. So now they made these charges up. But his legal team should have told him that's what's going to happen after you pay that money. It's going to be like you admitting you was wrong, you giving that money up. So his legal team should have advised him to do that too. But and she going to say, it is important to recognize that none of us, regardless of our status, are immune to fear or mistakes. Not being entirely straightforward about one issue does not mean my son is guilty of the repulsive allegations and the grave charges leveled against him. Many individuals who were wrongfully convicted and later exonerated had their freedom taken from them, not because they were guilty of the crimes they were accused of, but because they didn't fit the image of what society considers to be a good person. History has showed us how individuals can be wrongfully convicted due to their past actions or mistakes. And what she's saying is how people, later on, they get convicted wrongfully. Prosecutor might hold back evidence and do something crazy. I'm going through this difficulty again, but I'm back. But, they find out later on that the person was put in jail for the wrong reasons. And to chime in on what she just said, this here is something that's in public. So everything they do T's got to be crossed, I's got to be dotted. So they can't make up fake stuff. They got to come correct because it's all over the airwaves. So they got to come correct with everything if they trying to put this man behind bars. So that's just how it goes. You know what I'm saying? So that's just the fact of the matter of this situation. So we can't look at it as he might get put in there for wrongful doing and things of that nature. But we can't look at him crazy too, because it's out in the wide open. So every person that might be a juror probably done heard about it somewhere on TV. So they're gonna be biased towards making a decision if they are on that stand. And I'm looking at right now, I don't think it's cool everybody making these jokes and cartoons and all that stuff. Really, that it ain't nothing funny, man. This is really a lesson to be learned. If he did do this thing, hopefully he didn't, because I don't want to say a person would do these horrible things in such of a black man that's on top of the game, because that pushes us back as black men. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully that don't be the truth. And a lot of these women that's coming out right now, I don't believe it. The gateway with what these feds just did was open the gateway. What they need to do is create a law and tell these women, if we catch you lying, we're giving you 10 years. And I guarantee you, no woman won't come up with these fake allegations. This Kanye West stuff, they getting ridiculous with it. I bet you if they giving them time, they won't do it. Nobody will come out with fake stories and gamble with their life. Guarantee you that. Because now it's getting out of control, man. But yeah, we're going to get back into it. I want to chime in real quick with that. I'm going to come back with some more stuff. I'll see y'all in a minute, because they about to get back into this birthday thing, bike life situation going on. We out here in Detroit. And I still haven't seen no ozone, no up to debate, whatever you call the clown dude. And make sure y'all go check out my new episode on unbelievable behavior. I go crazy on that podcast. So I'll see y'all in a minute. I'm out. My brother G had said we got to make moves. We get in the bike life situation out here in Detroit. I'll see y'all in a minute, man. Peace.